So how's the cold? Do you feel
So
better
still
now?
have a headache. Well, it's
Mm,
not totally gone, I still have that headache, so
mm,
I think it'll take a little while to to be better
mm.
or to get rid of it.
So how often do you have a cold in a year? Do you have a cold every year?
Some in the past I didn't really have a cold, but I
Mm,
think um with the lockdown I had one, and now I
mm,
have another one.
mm.
So it depends on your luck.
Oh, it's usually for me. I will have a cold almost one or two times in a year. Yeah,
Yeah,
one is for in the winter between the winter between the spring and the summer. Yeah, during
yeah,
that period of time. Yeah, it's very
mm,
likely to get a cold. And next
yeah,
is in the September during the September. Yeah,
yeah,
because the temperature is going down. So
yeah.
during that time. And it usually takes me like a week or two to get recovery.
Yeah,
Yes. So I think it also may take you a week, to
yeah, I
be
think so.
totally fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm, okay. And do you get anyone who are willing to who is willing to translate the
One
Ohalatot,
or two
translate the
people
book?
said they
Mhm.
might, but they haven't come back to me, with anything.
They just leave a comment in the comment section and doesn't contact you individually. Yeah.
No, one or two said they would like to it, so I sent it to the email, but they haven't come back to
Mhm.
me to say, here's the
Oh, I
translation.
see.
So I don't know what's happening.
Mm.
Maybe their English is not so good, so they find it difficult to translate into Chinese.
No, I don't think so because I think your English is not difficult for
Oh,
at least for mm,
most of them
even high school students. Yeah,
should be able to do it.
may should be able to understand and
Oh,
of course they will come across some words that they don't know, but they can
mm,
look up those words in
yeah.
the dictionaries. Yeah, but I would do definitely maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe sometimes I may be busy, but when I'm
Mm,
free, I will just leave them. Yeah, but
yeah.
I want to uh, the quality of the translation. I want it to be well translated.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
book. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm. It's very easy to translate your ideas, your meaning, what you want to say
Mm,
into Chinese. But if you want to translate it pretty well, it takes a much longer time, I think.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I
And
understand.
the day you send me
A
chapter
revised
3,
version. Yeah.
mm, so that's the final version.
Yeah, that's about the final version, apart from maybe just
Mm,
little bits that I could change, but
mm.
the bulk of it is there. Like for
Oh, I
example,
see.
you said look up the
Mm,
noodles, so I looked up this
mm.
biang biang noodles. So
Okay, okay, yeah.
so I
Yes,
put a little bit
yes.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know the character Biang Biang? Actually,
No.
it's a hardly used character, and
Oh.
it's said, the most complicated characters in China.
Oh.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Most people, I think the only usage for this character is used for the name of the
Oh.
noodles, the Biang
Yeah.
Biang noodles. Yeah, and
Ah.
and it's only used in the north. I think in Shaanxi province only.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mm,
maybe, I'm sure I tasted that because I remember that girl asked me as we walked
mhm,
along, said, "Oh, you got to come in and taste these noodles, they're very
mhm.
famous." So I'm sure I've tasted
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And uh, I have a quick look at the a chapter,
Yeah.
the file sent to me.
Yeah.
Mm, but I found that it didn't include any pictures. Yeah, you can send me
Oh no, I
the
haven't put
pictures later.
any
Yeah.
pictures. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to put the pictures in the Word in the Word
Yeah.
in the Word file, but you can send me the pictures
Okay.
via email or via
Yeah.
WeChat or something. Okay, yeah, because
Okay.
photos is very easy to to be transferred. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because when I put them in, they're either too big or they're upside down,
Yes,
so it's a
yes.
bit difficult.
Mm, because you don't set the
Yeah, the settings.
so that the settings, the properties, yeah, of the
Yeah.
pictures. So
Yeah.
most of the time is too big in the
Yeah.
in the page. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So since you finished the previous three chapters, what's the next chapter? Have you ever played?
No, I haven't planned it unless you want me to write about my visit to Taiwan the next year.
Yes.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah. So I also trip to Taiwan. You don't mention it very often.
Huh?
I mean, uh, you don't talk about your trip to Taiwan quite often, just as other trips to Xi'an or to
No, I
Chengdu.
suppose I see Taiwan as a separate visit altogether. I don't see it
Mm-hmm.
as like being a part of China. So I just
Mm-hmm.
see, I went to Taiwan and um, I spent my time there, and it's like a workaway holiday. I found this
Mm-hmm.
person on the internet and I stayed there. So most days it's like living with a family. And I think it
Mm-hmm.
was really, really very nice, to be accepted, and the time just passed. And during that time, towards the end of my stay, I witnessed the first time in my life, I witnessed this typhoon in Taiwan. And they weren't worried. They
So,
said, we get this typhoon
where
every
was
year.
the place you visited?
The south.
The south, which city is
Yeah.
called?
It's called Kaohsiung.
Sorry,
Kaohsiung. Let me just type it to you. Um,
I haven't heard about that place. Maybe
yeah,
it's a
it's
small
not
town or a
popular.
small
Yeah,
city.
it's small.
Mm.
Yeah. It's by the sea, waterfront.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
it's very nice. And it's nice in the sense that it reminds me of the early days when I was brought up in Malaysia, because they still have the little street running through the town, and it's not a big
Mm.
town. It's only got small
Mm.
shops. So
Yes.
so it is very nice. I mean, you won't get a lot of variety of clothes over there. Like I asked
Mm.
my host, I said, Philip, I need to buy some shorts because it was getting too hot. So he said,
Yes.
okay,
Yeah.
I take you into the town, and he told me where to
Mm.
go. So he left me
Mm.
and then came back for me. And the same later on, I said, I want to buy a rice cooker. So he took me to a shop, and you can't negotiate the price. They will just,
Mm.
in other places, in Thailand, especially, you can negotiate prices, and in Malaysia. But in Taiwan,
Mm.
you cannot negotiate the price. It's fixed. So you can't say make
Well,
it
I think
cheaper.
it depends on where you buy those
Mm.
shots.
Yeah,
In
with
the,
this
I
one,
think in the
you can't.
supermarket, in some
Supermarket
places you
is fixed
cannot. Yeah.
prices. Yeah, but even these
Yes.
little shops, you can't. So
Oh, I
I
see.
bought the rice cooker, and he told me they have to get it from the factory because they don't sell it normally. It's a small
Mm.
one, but
Mm.
they have to get a special one because the plug in Taiwan is different from the plug in
Yeah.
the West.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he
I
got
see.
one
Mm.
that can fix to a adapter. So he got that for me.
Mm.
And up to today, we use that. It's a small rice cooker, and you use water in it. You put a bit of water, and then
Mm.
you put your rice in the water. You wash your rice, add the water in the pot, and then in the pot itself, you put some water in it, and then you immerse
Mm.
this pot into the pot. So
Mm.
it's not all in one. You have to immerse your little pot into the container, and then the little bit of water will evaporate and cook the rice. They call it yeah, it's just really nice, the rice that comes out. And I know they have it in Malaysia as well, but not as nice as this one. So it's been a few years since I went to Taiwan, and it serves us very well. So I also bought another rice cooker from Malaysia, because after that I went back to Malaysia, and the rice cooker from Malaysia, they use it a lot. It's just all in one, and it's a bigger one. So whenever we have more people coming round for supper, we will use the bigger one. But when it's just the four of us, we just use the small one. It's ever so nice. It's more expensive than the ones in Malaysia, but it is good. And Philip told me, you look at my rice cooker, I've had it for years, and it works very well. And when he went away to
What
his
kind of that rice cooker? It's not a
It's-
normal one, because
no, it's not.
nowadays.
It's a steam rice cooker. So you use water to steam your rice. Normally you wash the
How
rice.
it's kind of appliance. You need the electricity to
Yeah, of
uh
course.
oh
It's just
but
that instead of all in one like your normal rice cooker, it is just the rice cooker with that you have to insert some water, and then you got another separate pot where you wash your rice, add the required amount of water, and then put this bowl or container into the rice cooker itself. So it's one into another.
but
So water at the
all
bottom.
the all the rice cookers that I have seen in
Yeah,
China, yeah, all the
it's
market
not like
in
that.
markets, yeah, it's just a
Yeah, in Malaysia it's
uh,
the same. It's just uh, a cooker with electric
mhm,
filament at the bottom, and then you put
mhm,
your cooker into it. But here,
mhm,
instead of the electric filament at the bottom, you put it's stainless steel, so it is concealed, and you add the water into that area, and then you put your pot into it. So it is slightly different. So you steam the
usually
rice.
the rice cooker is first of all we wash the rice first,
Yeah.
and then
You do
and
all
then
that, but it's just
mm,
the way it cooks is different, and it's so much better.
mm, oh, I
And
see.
all the people in Taiwan
Mm,
use that because it's made in
oh,
Taiwan. Yeah.
oh,
And I
that's
think in
different.
Japan they also have that,
Mm,
but I prefer this one so much. I really love it.
mm. So
And mm,
so the rice cooked by that way is more
very
delicious.
nice. Yeah.
Mm.
It's very light.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
And
Because
also,
all my life I'm used to
the
the other
quality
one.
of the
But
rice, the
yeah,
quality of the rice also depends on what the
what
quality
type of
of
rice?
your, yeah. That's another factor, and also the quality of the rice cooker also matters.
Yeah.
That's very also
I
very
mean,
important.
the rice cooker that I buy from Malaysia is one of the top of the range. So it is very
Mm,
good, and we've used it for so many years. But I bought one
mm,
more when I went back the last time when I went to China.
mm,
So that year, I bought the rice cooker from Malaysia when I returned there after Taiwan. I went to Taiwan and I
mm,
bought the rice cooker. And then I went to Malaysia and I bought one. And I sent one of the
mm,
rice cookers back to England because I didn't
mm,
have enough space in my luggage.
mm,
And then,
mm,
having said that, um, as I say, this guy Philip was so helpful. I told him
mm,
towards the end, I said I want to make glasses, spectacles,
mm,
and he took me to the shop in the high street, and he knows them very
mm,
well. So got
mm,
my eyes tested, and then got a frame, and they are very good. So I still wear it, but I don't wear it every single day because I just
mm,
like it so much that I don't want to break it, because I have broken some of my glasses because I sit on it
mm.
or whatever. So
Yeah. Yeah.
anyway, so
Mm,
this one I really treasure, so I look after it very well. But it's better than the ones from Malaysia, definitely. And the way they prescribe they don't tell you all sorts of lies like they do in Malaysia. You want a cheap one, they say, oh yeah, we can reduce the price, but they don't give you the top quality stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they do that in Malaysia all the time. They reduce the
Yes.
price
Yeah.
and you think you got a good price, but in actual fact, it's
Mhm.
the glasses are made differently. There are
Mhm.
varying, especially if you are short-sighted and your power is
Mhm.
very bad. So
Mhm.
you need to have proper glasses. They will say, okay, this one
Mhm.
is good, blah blah blah. But in actual fact, it's just rubbish.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, in China, the things are different. If you go to those supermarkets or other very
Yeah.
formal shops, yeah, the prices are fixed. You cannot
Yeah.
negotiate the
Negotiate.
prices. Yeah, but if you go to the small shops and
Yeah.
their like markets,
Mm. Yeah.
those kind of markets in some places, yeah, there are many shops there selling
Yeah.
similar products. At
Yeah.
that places, yeah, you can, yeah, usually people will negotiate the prices. Usually, yeah,
Yeah.
the prices, yeah, that the shop owners give
Yeah.
would be much higher than the
Yeah.
average because they know you will negotiate the price, so they will leave the or you know
Yeah.
increase or something, increase the
Yeah. They're not
price
stupid.
before, yeah. Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't like this kind of shopping because I've done it so much and it's very tiring, to have to negotiate
Yes,
prices.
yeah.
I rather
Usually
you give
those
me an
products
honest price.
are low quality or
Yeah.
small.
Mm.
Uh, yeah. So nowadays those shops are
Are gone.
are disappearing
Yeah.
because people can buy even cheaper products on the internet because
Yeah.
mm, and mm, and only those products with brands can survive in the the real shops, and that at
Yeah.
that places you cannot negotiate the prices.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm,
Anyway,
yeah, because
yeah, he helped me to get my glasses, and even though it was
mm,
expensive, at least I know what I'm getting. Instead of Malaysia, they
mm,
don't tell you what you're getting. They just say,
yeah.
okay, there's a wide range. You can go for the expensive or the cheaper ones. But even the
Mm,
cheaper ones, they're varying quality. So
yes, yeah.
we can be cheated like that. It's no good.
Mm, yeah, so it's nowadays it's better because usually those many products they are the no
Yeah.
brands, so you have to
Mm,
really mm, you know
know what you're
choose
getting.
the right one, yeah, because their prices are very in a large scale, and you
Yeah.
don't know the quality of those products because there are
Yeah.
no brands. Yeah,
Yeah.
so but nowadays, yeah, if you go to the internet and that's much better because you can see the comments there and you
Yeah.
can
Mm.
that will help you to make a better judge.
Yeah, that's why when nowadays I buy all my things from Amazon, and I
Mm,
find that you read the comments first, and of course you have to be careful as to whether people are lying or not. But
mm,
overall, you can see, whether people will say this is good or this is just
mm,
rubbish, or it just breaks after one or two,
mm,
you know, two times
mm,
using it. So from
yeah.
that you can buy what you want.
Mm. So after, although you find something is good on the internet and you have gone through the comments, and
Yeah.
comments are uh, also saying it's good, yeah. And but after you receive that product and you're not so satisfied with it, so how do you usually deal with that? You
Now,
will,
if you got a period of time to complain, usually it's about
mm,
6 months or so. So if within that
oh,
time, or even
mm,
say almost immediately, you find that it breaks, you can write
mm,
to them. You can
send it back.
go back to Amazon to yeah. You go to
Mm,
Amazon. You got to go and complain first and say
mm,
why it's bad, and then they will tell you to send it back, and or they will
mm.
say
So who
they will
will
contact.
pay? who will pay the delivery fee? Because you have to
You
send
have
it
to
back.
send. Yeah, you have to pay that.
Mm,
You have to pay that to send it back. But sometimes, if it's like cables, if it's
mm,
really bad, they don't
mm,
want you to send it back. They'll just send you another.
mm.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
But a
Mm.
lot of these cables are made in China, and after a while,
Cables,
l- the
cable.
cable that you charge your phone, after a while they
Mm,
sort of they don't
yeah,
wear very
yeah,
well. Yeah,
yeah. Because usually the electronic
products.
products, most of them, yeah, made in China because there are a lot of producers.
Yes,
Mm,
that's right.
yeah,
Lots and lots.
so yeah, so you cannot guarantee the qualities because
Yeah,
uh, those producers want to compete and want to have a
yeah,
large market, so they have to uh, you know decrease their
the
costs
prices.
so that they
Mm,
can sell their products with a lower
yeah,
price. So, but after, I think that's a process. After, because not all the producers will survive in the end.
yeah.
Only those
That's it.
providers with good quality and a reasonable price, they can
Yeah, the
survive
big
at
companies,
last. Yeah. Mm,
the big brand,
mm,
they'll do well, but the others,
yes.
the small
So,
ones, will just disappear.
yeah, yeah. So that's the process. So
Yeah,
I think still you have to. It has there are some years to go.
yeah, yeah. It's true.
And how long did you stay in Taiwan?
I think I stayed
Three,
between
two.
2 to 3 months. It was really
Oh, so
long.
that's a long time. Yeah, very
It
long
was
time.
very long. Yeah.
Mm. So you can have a lot
I'm not so sure
to write.
because I don't think so because basically I didn't go
Mm.
around the whole of Taiwan. I stayed in the
Mm.
one place, and he
Yes.
took me he took me to Taipei. We stayed one night in
Yeah.
Taipei, and then on the way
Yes.
back on the high speed train, we stopped in
Mm.
Hualien, and we stayed one night there, and then we came home.
Mm.
So
Mm.
literally, I didn't go all around, but he also
Mm.
took me to Tainan and to another
Mm.
neighboring place just
Mm.
to show
Mm.
me, what there is there, and we had some
Yeah.
food and
Yeah.
visited,
So in that
one or two
way,
places.
you almost visited all the major cities in Taiwan. Yeah, because Taiwan is not big and
No, it's not.
most
Yeah,
yeah, and you visited Taipei and Tainan, and
yeah,
yeah, you visited the cities from the north and the now and the south.
yeah.
So you have probably visited most of
But not
the.
enough. It's just like I go
But
to Taipei. I only saw one
you cannot
place.
visit. Yeah, you cannot visit all the cities, but you've been uh,
If it had
most
been a
of the.
different, if it had been a different visit, I would have visited more places. But because I'm
Mm,
staying with this person, so I didn't
mm,
get a chance to go around. Maybe
mm,
spend 2 weeks going around visiting place to,
mm,
drop in at each place, which I didn't do.
mm,
But at that
mm,
time, because I agreed to do this particular job, I didn't have
mm.
the urge to
Is
go
he
off on
English?
my own.
Mm.
He's Chinese.
Oh, no, no. I mean, your job there is
To teach
to
him English.
teach English.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I see. Mm,
Yeah. His English is okay. He can communicate on a day to day. Like, we
mm,
can talk and most of it is okay. But if you asked him um, more difficult collocations and things like that, he wouldn't
mm,
understand.
mm.
And he doesn't know pinyin, so it's difficult to teach me. It's like I have to
Yes.
hear what he's
Mm,
saying and remember. So it
yeah.
is very, very
Mm,
tough. So
yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I still have the
Mm,
book and, I can always go back to it. And he was a good
mm,
teacher, but it's just that I lost interest.
Oh,
I
I
think that's
see.
me and not him because I would lose interest
Mm,
very quickly. So,
mm,
but having lost interest on the learning, I still enjoyed the
mm,
visit. I didn't say I want to
mm,
leave early. I was happy to
mm,
stay on until the end. And it was so
mm,
interesting because at the end, when we
Mm-hmm.
went to the airport, he
Mm-hmm.
I gave him some money and I said to him, you have spent so much money on me. And he said, no, you take it back. But after a while at the airport, I gave it back to him and he took it. I can't remember how much. And then we went to the church that he took me every Sunday without fail because he knew I needed to go to church. And then on the last day that I went to the church, I asked him, I said, Philip, come with me to see the priest. And then he went with me. And then we saw the priest who speaks Mandarin very, very, very well. And I can't speak
Yes.
to him in English. He cannot speak English. So Philip did the translation. And then I put some money into the guy's hands to
Yes.
say thank you,
Yeah.
and he was so grateful. And then Philip also arranged for me at two places to teach. One was after school, because it was summer holidays, after school at a place. We taught there for a bit, maybe 2 weeks or so. And then another place, which was a Presbyterian church, and it's another Christian church. And they have the children, young children coming on, just a few of them for English lessons. So I went to teach them. And then at the end, we had like a little party. It's only a few of them. And we stopped at a place to buy the pizza, and we bought too much really. So they took it over for their group meeting. They could have it. But when I went to buy it, Philip said, "Okay, let me pay." I said, "No, I have to pay because I'm teaching them, and it's not fair if you have to pay." So he came with me. He was with me all the time. He did the translation if they didn't understand. So it was good because it involved him,
What did he
and
do? Yeah.
I mean, like during the class with the little kiddies, he would
Mm.
explain to them what to do. And he is very good with the little kids. He will talk to them and go down to their level and have fun with them. So it was very enjoyable. And I think he enjoyed it. It gave him something to do because um, his kids are grown up, they are all at college. So for him to spend that time with me and go to the place, and then when he found me the other place, um, the kids there were very, very nice. They are like maybe 15 years old, 14 years old, 12 years old, and really, really nice kids. And then at the end of it, the priest there, or you call him the rector, the vicar, he gave me a present, some Chinese food, and I just gave it to Philip. I said, I don't have space in my bag. You keep it. So
Yes.
yeah, but he was so nice, like took me to the airport, and at the airport I put my power bank into my
Yeah.
suitcase, and they detected it, so they wanted it taken
Mm.
out. And of course my things were
Oh.
all over the place, and I have to
Yes.
scrounge around to go and find the charger. And having found the charger, they said, there's another one. So I don't know what it was, but anyway, in the end we found it. So that was
But I
a
think
bit of
it's
a
okay to take a power bank in a plane, in an airplane.
yeah,
So
but you
right?
can't put it in
Okay.
the you can't put it in your luggage that gets checked
Mm.
in. You cannot do that.
Mm.
You can only take it as hand luggage.
Oh.
Yeah. And even then,
So you
as
have to
hand
take
luggage,
it.
yeah, I had to take it
Mm.
out. And
Mm.
you can take it along in your hand luggage. And in your hand
Mm.
luggage, even in China, there is a limit to what you can take. Like you can take up to 10,000 whatever watts kind of thing, the
Yeah.
power.
Yeah. 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 There's a
So they
limit.
do
Yeah.
test you. There's a limit. So you can't say take 4 or 5 chargers back with you.
Mm.
Yeah. So that's it. But it was good.
I see.
And then in his compound, like the opposite guy, and they have a party together. So he would ask me to go with them, and there's lots of food. And then he would go and see one of her relatives, and they would go for one night. And then he would say, "Don't worry, if there's any problem, you just go out into the street of our compound and ask for help." So he did lock the door, but I was safe. I felt very safe in that place. And then, of course, there was the typhoon, and it was quite frightening
Yes.
because it was so noisy. All the
Oh.
trees and that making so much noise as it went through. And the next year or so, they had a terrible, terrible typhoon where the power was cut and all that. But the year that I
Oh,
was
I
there,
see.
it's nothing. Yeah, it's a regular
In Shanghai,
annual thing.
in Shanghai, there are also some typhoon
Yeah,
passing by, and the
yeah,
wind is
very
so
strong.
strong,
Yeah,
very strong. But mm, I don't know what the typhoon in Taiwan is bigger or similar
I
as
think
that in
every time I
Shanghai.
read it,
Mm,
after Taiwan, then they moved their way to China. So by
mm,
that time, it might have slowed down a bit. It all depends
mm.
which
Oh,
direction
I
it's
see.
coming from. Yeah,
Mm, mm.
but it's a
Yes.
regular thing. Every year they get it. Every summer.
It also depends on how far uh, how far you stay
Mm. Yeah, that's
with
it. Where we
the
were,
sea. Yeah.
it's quite safe. Yeah. Whereas if you were
Mm,
in by the other east side, then you'll get the most of it. But
mm,
on the west side, it's slightly better.
So you are in the east side. Yeah.
We are on the west rather than the east.
West.
Yeah,
So
west of
in the
the
west is
island.
also also strong.
Yeah, it was okay.
Okay. This is so. So about your next chapter is a trip
Taiwan.
to Taiwan.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you have much more things to write because you stayed there much longer.
Yeah, but I didn't get around to see much of the place though.
Mm, but you can just tell about your
My
um,
experience.
your experience. You don't have to be the places
Yeah,
that
the
you've
other
been to.
experience that I had was
Mm,
I told him, I said, I want to go to the port because Kaohsiung is a port. I said, I want to go there in the
mm,
morning to see them bring the fish in. So he said,
mm,
okay, but we didn't go early enough. By the time we went about 7 o'clock in the morning,
mm,
you missed most of it because they come in at 5 o'clock. So you still
mm,
see some of the fishermen bringing in the fish, and the people who are
mm,
selling the fish, they are
mm,
cleaning it out and getting it ready.
mm,
But I walked around there, and there
mm,
were frozen fish from the boat
mm,
being transported from the boat to the harbor, and I saw some fish that were all covered up. They already been covered up anyway, when packaged. And
mm,
I was going to take pictures, and the guy told
mm,
me off. He said, you cannot take pictures. And
mm.
Philip told me, don't take any pictures because those are shark's fin, and they are
Oh,
not allowed to catch shark's
oh,
fin. It's
yeah,
illegal.
yeah,
But they
yeah.
catch it and they throw the rest of the shark back into the water. So you can imagine that,
Only for the
it's very
fin.
cruel. Yeah, they only want the
Yeah.
fin, and the fins are exported to China because China they
Mm,
eat shark's fin.
I don't know.
Or
Yes, I only heard about the news that the Japanese
Japanese will
they
eat
like
it as well.
they they all have many they will catch the sharks. Yeah,
Oh,
not only for eat but also for science
oh,
experiment. Yeah, some
yeah,
so there are a lot of news from that in
yeah,
from Japan. Yeah,
yeah.
I often heard about that, but
But I
I
cannot
never
write.
have.
I
Yeah.
can't write about
Mm.
that anyway because it's not good. You know,
No, no,
it
you
might upset some
can.
people.
It's just about something what you say,
Yeah, I get into
and you don't
trouble.
know whether it's true or not
I
because it's
don't
just a
know.
guess.
Yeah.
Mm,
Mm. So anyway, I didn't take any pictures because he told me off,
yeah.
that guy. So I stopped taking and just walked off.
The fins of the shark or
It's
the
big.
whale.
Mm.
Mm,
It's just a fin because they throw the rest of the body back into the water, and that's why it's so cruel.
oh,
Can you imagine,
yes.
having your arms
Yeah.
cut off, and then the rest of your
Yeah.
body is thrown back into the water to let you
Yeah.
die?
Yeah.
So sad.
Mm,
Anyway.
yeah. Yeah, I see.
Yeah. But apart from that,
Okay.
it was a very, very nice
Mm-hmm.
holiday.
Mm.
And then, of course, he introduced me to the food, so many different types of food, and even the Vietnamese food. Some days he would buy
Mm.
Vietnamese noodles, and he knew I
Mm.
liked those
Mm.
Vietnamese noodles because they are beef
Mm.
noodles and they're so tasty. But overall,
Yeah.
we only went to the restaurant once because I think
Oh.
they're very frugal. They don't waste money.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't mind, After all,
Mm.
he fed me for nothing, even though I gave him a
Mm.
bit of money in the end, but it's so
Mm.
little compared to all the
Mm.
meals he gave me. During lunch, most days we would go to the town and buy a takeaway. So you go into
Take
the
away.
shop where there's lots of varieties, you pick up what you want.
Mm.
So I would pick up what I want, he picks up what he wants for him and his wife.
Mm.
I pick up what I want and
Mm.
I pay for my own. So he'll pay
Mm.
for his. And then we eat together.
Mm.
And then usually I
Mm.
picked up too much. So he'll finish it. I'll just have
Mm.
what I want and I said, okay, this I don't want this, you can finish it. So
Mm.
he will finish it.
So
Some
they
days they will
usually
buy a
didn't cook
takeaway for
for
supper,
lunch.
but most days,
Mm.
no lunch. Sometimes she would cook, but normally we would buy the takeaway. And
Oh.
yeah, and on the odd two occasions where they weren't there,
Mm.
he would take me into the town and ask me to buy my own takeaway. Like, I buy a pasta ready meal and he tells me how to cook it in the rice cooker.
Mm.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
was mm, what was it? What were their jobs so they can get back for lunch? So they are
No,
there.
she works in her room upstairs. I don't know, because I've never
Oh.
gone upstairs. I don't know what it's like. But she has her
Mm.
office upstairs, and she
Oh.
deals in buying shares. He's already retired from the Navy, so
Mm. Oh.
he was hoping to learn English to go to
Uh,
America to teach Chinese, but that didn't work
oh.
out. So what he did, yeah. So what he did was, in the end, after I left, he
Mm.
continued with his studies for a PhD degree. So it's been a few
Mm.
years since then, and now he's got his PhD and he's lecturing in Kaohsiung University.
Which university is that from?
Kaohsiung.
Oh,
There's a university in Kaohsiung.
Where was it? Where is
The
it?
town that we live in, Kaohsiung.
Oh, in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
local university.
yeah.
Oh,
So he's teaching there.
oh, so
Yeah. So he's happy.
yeah, yeah, I think it's a very comfortable life. Yeah, for them.
Mm. And he's just
Mm,
a very decent man, he doesn't waste money. And on the
mm,
whole, the only thing he likes is tennis. He'll go and play tennis with his friends once a week. And on one occasion, he told me, I'm going to play tennis. Come with me. You can walk around the area.
mm,
So he
mm.
just to let me have something to do. So I just walked around myself for an hour while he played tennis. Yeah.
Yeah. So, mm, so you live with them. So,
Yeah.
what about their
But during the
children?
day,
Yeah. Mm,
the
mhm.
children, one of them is studying in the middle of Taiwan. I don't know what he was studying. And the
Oh,
other one had already gone to America and was studying over there.
oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But during the day, she wouldn't come downstairs very often. She might come down and make
Mm.
herself some drinks or what, but she would stick upstairs all the time because she's working.
Oh,
And
oh,
at
I
night,
see.
when we have our meal, because her
Mm,
English is very poor, she
mm,
might join in a bit of the conversation and
mm,
get translated. And she's
mm,
friendly enough, but not over friendly. Like, for example,
mm,
like somebody and they're very
mm,
friendly. Like
mm.
the one in Linyi, his mom, so
Really?
friendly. Yeah, so
Mm,
it's different. They are not like that. And the one in
mm,
Wuhan, his mom is also very friendly.
mm,
So she's not like that, but she's kind enough. She accepted,
mm,
that I'm there to teach him. So she accepted me.
mm, mm. Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can
Right about
have
that.
an outline, yeah, first, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah, I can just write a
write.
first
the story.
essay
Yeah.
and then send it to you, and you tell me, give
Mm.
me your feedback.
Yeah.
So the other three, I haven't looked at them again, but
Mm.
you can put them on a platform after you've translated them.
Yeah. Yeah. I will do that. Yeah. Mm. And if I have any questions about some some names or some
Yeah.
because there's some details you may not have written in
Yeah.
your book, so I will
Yeah.
check it out with you,
Yeah.
and maybe some questions I will ask you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think it's okay so far?
Yeah. Yeah. At least I have read
Read
the
it? Yeah.
first and the second, and
Yeah.
I just have a quick look at the chapter
Third.
3.
Mm.
Yeah, but I will have a look at them
Yeah.
first and then
Yeah.
translate them, yeah, into Chinese.
And the other one, that the Bilibili,
Mm,
has anybody
mm,
been? Have you had a look to see if anybody has
yeah.
watched it?
Yes, the number of your followers, yeah, is increasing, but not at a very quick speed. But
Yeah.
it's still
Expected.
it keeps growing.
Yeah.
So because we've only uploaded two, yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's two videos,
Mm.
yeah, and
Okay.
yeah, if you have some very good topics, yeah, you can
Talk
tell
about
me
it.
and
Mm.
because I cannot come up with a very good topic.
Yeah. Mm.
Okay, so
Apparently,
how about
the news.
mhm,
Okay, the news.
mhm,
Um,
yeah,
in the country, they are going to let everybody have Christmas, because Christmas is the time of the
it's very
year.
important. Yeah,
Yes,
mm,
and if everybody don't have Christmas, they will be very upset, because they
yeah.
usually spend Christmas with their families. But the
So
government has said
then no limit for family getting
you
together.
can, apparently you can only go to your family of three in your bubble. That means you can
Mm,
only mingle with three lots. Like you have a bubble with one family, a bubble with another one. Like maybe you have a
mm,
bubble with your son, a bubble with your daughter, a bubble with
mm,
your other one. So it's three families. So
mm,
you can
mm,
unite with those three families for Christmas.
mm,
But you're not
yeah.
supposed to go to everybody else's house, because now
Mm,
that we still got the tier, and if you are in tier
mm,
3, which is bad, or tier 2,
mm,
you are not
mm.
supposed to go into people's houses. You
Oh,
can only meet outside. If you are in tier 3, that means it's pretty bad, that you're
mm,
not even supposed to go into people's houses. But I think people
oh,
do go in. And now
yeah.
the news is that in London is made up of
Mm,
many different areas. So in all those
mm,
areas, it is going up very badly. So
yeah.
they say, the PM had a meeting
Mm,
on Friday, and
mm,
thinking of how to tackle this, because apparently
mm,
the mutation is different from the last time. So there's
mm,
something there that makes it spread so quickly.
mm.
So
I see.
it's really getting bad, and they think that if it's going at this rate, soon enough there won't be any places in the hospitals. There will be
Mm,
no beds
but
available.
I heard that there are vaccines coming out in
Yeah, the
I
vaccine is
think
already out, but it
yeah,
takes
I think things
time.
would be much better.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be much better. But at the same
Mm,
time, they're only rolling it out to the vulnerable, the old people,
mm,
and the
mm,
doctors, and the people who are,
yeah.
um,
Mm,
gradually the people who are
mm,
key workers. The rest,
yeah,
like the
yeah,
30-year-old, 40-year-old, those will
yeah.
be last. And it's all those 30, 40-year-olds in London, all the various
Mm,
counties in London, who are infected with the disease, and who
mm,
who are spreading it, because
mm,
the reason being that they do not worry, and they just go and mingle with everybody. So that's why they are spreading it.
Yeah.
So it is
Yeah,
bad.
in China, since I said that, yeah, only those doctors,
Yeah,
nursery,
the
yeah,
frontline workers.
nurses, yeah, frontline workers, yeah, they have to have the vaccines,
Vaccine, yeah.
and those, yeah, those people having to go abroad, they also have the
Mm,
vaccines.
yeah,
And for the others, if you are willing to have the
you can
vaccine, you
pay.
can go, yeah, pay for
Mm,
that.
yeah.
200 RMB for a dose, yeah.
Like as you say, if
Mm,
you are away from most people, then you are very safe. So you don't really need to be
mm,
vaccinated urgently. But it's those people who are
yes.
traveling or who are
Mm,
old and vulnerable. Like
mm,
here in the care homes, there are loads of
mm,
old people, and they are the ones who will catch it and who will die
mm,
if they catch it. So they are the ones who are being
yes.
um, vaccinated.
Mm. So
Yeah.
how's your family playing for this Christmas?
Uh, as I
Mm,
say, my son and his girlfriend will go on Christmas Eve to her family, her sister in
mm,
Sheffield, and Sheffield is a bad area as well, and will stay the night there. And on Christmas Day,
mm,
they will come back around mid morning, maybe about midday,
mm,
and we will spend Christmas together. My younger
So
son,
you
they are
will you get a family reunion all together, like a lunch for all
yeah,
your
yeah.
sons and
No,
mm,
no. My younger son is coming over on the 23rd. Stay with us on
mm,
the 23rd, stay with us
mm,
on the 24th, and on 25th
mm,
morning, after their breakfast, they will go on to her father's place and they will
mm,
have lunch and Christmas Day with her father.
mm,
But he's
mm,
already been with us on Christmas morning.
mm,
So we give them the presents, especially for my grandson. And
mm,
so they leave us, but they won't see my elder son because by the time he comes mid morning, they
mm,
will have left. But
mm,
they will have seen him on the 23rd when they come,
mm,
and on the 24th, because on the 24th, my elder son is not leaving until later because I think she's
mm,
got work to do. But
mm.
they will see them. And on the
Oh, I
25th,
see. Mm,
we will spend
mm,
Christmas on our own with my elder son and my
mm.
son's girlfriend.
Yeah, in China, we usually, I will have older people,
Yeah,
um, getting together for the Spring Festival Eve.
yeah.
At that evening, all the parents will not meet, will not reunion with their sons, separately. They will at that time, you know, all the daughters and sons will come back and
Oh,
reunion with their parents. They will not,
yeah.
yeah. So that's the time all the families are
Are
there
there? Yeah.
for lunch at least. Yeah,
So it's nice.
yeah, for dinner. Yeah, something.
So your mom will do the cooking.
Usually
Yeah.
for the old generation, usually the wives, mothers,
Yeah.
they usually will do all the cookings. Yeah,
Oh.
but nowadays for the young generation, the especially in Shanghai, yeah, the
Mm.
big cities, the chores, or the cookings are done by the husband. So it's
Oh.
very interesting, yeah,
Yeah.
because because nowadays women's uh, status or women's you know
Status.
status, yeah, they are
Yeah.
uh, for the young generation they're higher and higher, and most the more and more girls and women they're not willing to the house housework,
Yeah.
and the men and the boys they have to for the cook do the cooking. Yeah, most of at least those households are shared by the couples. But nowadays
Yeah.
the men you know they are doing the cooking. Mm.
Oh. Yeah,
The
that's
cooking is
interesting.
most, yeah. because all the other housework can be done by like the machines, but cooking, have to do it. Yeah, it's the most uh, time-consuming job. Yeah, in a day. Like
Mm.
the laundry, you have it down by the machine, and also nowadays the there's how do you call it, the cleaning robot. I don't
Ah,
know how you call that.
the
You don't have
hoovering.
to clean the hoovering because
Yeah.
nowadays that product is very popular. Is getting very popular in China now, and you don't have to do the cleaning for your house because
Oh,
yes, yeah, it's called 扫地机器人. Literally translated, translation is called cleaning robot.
yeah, the
Cleaning
robots.
robot.
Yeah. Yeah.
The robot, yeah. So nowadays the major housework is the cooking. So
Yeah.
and nowadays, especially in the big cities, the men um, are doing the cooking.
Yeah. That's good.
Yes, but in the for the old generations, usually the wife, the mothers, yeah, they will do the
Yeah.
cooking. The men
Yeah.
will not. Yeah, the husband, yeah, they don't they ev- they will even not enter the kitchen.
Yeah.
Go to the kitchen. Yeah,
Yeah.
and also the young generation, if they are not willing to do the cooking, they will order the takeaway. Yeah, it's very popular
Yeah.
now
Mm.
because we have forming or something, and with the habits ordering the takeaway.
Sorry, what did you say? Eh, mm. See what happened?
Hello,
Yeah. Hi.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean the food delivery. How do you call that? The takeaway
Yeah. Takeaway delivery service.
delivery service because now this the young generation are forming how's it, the habits of ordering the food delivery because in the universities and or in the companies because they don't have time for lunch or they think the food in canteen are,
Yeah.
are not good enough, so they will order something online. So yeah, mm, so if the young couples they're not willing to cook, they will have the food delivery service.
Yeah.
So that's also a very big market in China.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
can see those delivery guy on the roads. You can see them everywhere.
Yeah. That's true. Whereas
Okay.
here, we still do a lot of cooking, except maybe one night a week we might have a delivery.
Mm, yes. Like in the company that I'm working for at present,
Yeah.
for the internship, every morning because people will not go home because in big cities you don't
Yeah.
have the time to go home for
Mm.
lunch. So usually people would just have the food delivery or order something
Yeah.
online, and
Mm.
because if you go to a canteen, some companies will have their own canteens, but you have to clean up for a long time. So they don't willing to do that. Just order something. Yeah, it's quicker. Yeah, and you can choose what you would like to eat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very
Okay,
easy.
so mm, okay, so shall we stop here? I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna
Okay.
leave you here,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
I can make it tomorrow too.
Okay.
And I will have
Yeah.
a look at your third chapter and give you my
Okay.
feedback too. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Mm.
All right then.
And you can also
Good.
send me
Yeah.
related
Okay.
pictures to me. Yeah.
Okay.
I will
Okay.
help you add them onto
Yeah.
your uh,
Okay.
word. Yeah. Okay. So
Okay.
see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Bye bye.
Bye.